So phlebotomy is drawing blood from a patient for diagnostic purposes using venipuncture or capillary. And we usually, venipuncture is the general way of doing blood, but we also do capillary draws for children and sometimes of the elderly and geriatric patients. A phlebotomist, usually when they get there in the morning, they're usually getting a tray, which is one behind me, and they're getting all of their stuff, because what they're doing is they're all over the hospital. They're on the floors and they're drawing blood and they're picking up specimens, and they're doing all the things that they're picking up specimens that the nurses have collected also. So basically what they're doing is they have these orders, they are given by the doctor. The doctor then says, I need these orders, these labs done by a certain time. Then a phlebotomist will be dispatched to that particular floor or particular part of the hospital, and they'll draw all the particular blood and they'll send it off to the lab. We draw from all types of specimens. We draw blood, we also collect stool, and we collect urine, we collect swabs, we do nasopharyngeal swabs for COVID. We do EKGs also on a daily basis for outpatient setting mostly. We also do a lot of specimen processing, where we're processing the specimens that we get inside the lab. Phlebotomy is very exciting. Every day is something different. You know, every day you walk in, there's always like somebody different or something happening is different. But what I love most about being a phlebotomist is like the traumas and the excitement and just the day-to-day of being hands-on. We're always hands-on. We're always interacting with patients, and we're always doing, messing with specimens and doing these things, and it's just very exciting. Today, my students will be coming in. They're going to be doing an activity that they have already printed out. There's some lab tests on there. They're going to be looking up those lab tests, and then they're going to actually be drawing those specimens on the partners that they're going to choose.
My name is Elise, and I got in a car accident about 6 years ago, and somebody came and drew my blood and was like totally just the most sweetest, kindest person I've ever met. And they made me feel so at ease, and they did it, and they're like, I'm a phlebotomist, and I was like, huh. And then I decided years later that here I am. I'm gonna take that jump. I was doing other things before this, and here I am. It's time for that change, and I wanted to be that person.
A lot of people don't think of phlebotomy as a customer service skill, but you're dealing with needles and you're coming at somebody with a needle, and you really need to have that warm, comforting personality so that they can feel comfortable. And a lot of times we get a lot of pushback from patients, and it's not because it's a personal thing, it's more because of the fear. A lot of people don't like getting their blood drawn, and so just that nice customer, calm, we have what we call ADET, which is acknowledge, introduce, duration, expectation, and thank you. And that's basically just, explain to the patient what we're doing, who we are, what we're going to be doing, how long it's going to take, ask them if they have any questions or concerns, really just making them feel comfortable through the process. And then another good thing to have for a phlebotomist is dexterity. We really have to be able to move our hands in several different ways, a lot of muscle memory. At this point, 13 years later, I could probably draw blood without even looking. So it just really does take a lot of muscle memory. New phlebotomists right now, they have great benefits. So they have great sign-on bonuses, about $1,000 for each sign-on. We are really spread thin right now, and so when they first get in there, it can be a little overwhelming, but the good thing about phlebotomy is there's a lot of support. We get a lot of support from other parts of the hospitals and clinics, so we don't tend to feel as much pressure as maybe others do. And I've also learned as a phlebotomist that We're kind of those people that are in between. You know, we're only with the patient for a few minutes, but we do have to make an impact. And so I feel like as a new phlebotomist, getting past that just moving on thing and just being able to multitask. Once you apply, it's first come, first serve. And then we have an orientation, which is a required orientation. And then it's basically just, you know, going and through and doing your things, getting your vaccinations done, your COVID-19 vaccination. You have to pass a drug test. And that's about it. And then you're in, and then it's 10 weeks of didactic in class. And then I send you for 5 weeks out to your practicum, which is a really valuable experience.